Hey there! In this video we're going to be reading some of the worst reviews online for the Dreams Onyx Punta Cana and compare them with our own experience to help you decide if this is the right hotel for you. This reviewer says that the restaurants have a very small capacity for the number of hotel rooms and that if you have a big family you have to get in line like at 5:30 to 5:45 so you can get a table. Now it is true that the restaurants are not massive, not very big, but they do have 7 restaurants plus the buffet. I understand that one wants to eat at the a la carte restaurants as much as possible, so because they're more interesting. So we don't think there's a problem here because they have, between the 7 restaurants, they have a North American steakhouse, an Italian restaurant, a Mediterranean style restaurant, a French brasserie restaurant, a Asian restaurant, and the Mexican restaurant. On top of this, the buffet restaurant. So they may be small, but I think they can accommodate the number of guests. Now, it is true that if you have a larger group or a big family, you will have a more of a problem of finding like a big table. Most of the time, they will have to put several tables together. So that might be an issue. In our case, we were only 2 people. And we noticed that we could arrive at a restaurant and there would be a line, but they maybe had space for only 2 people and we were able to get inside before everyone else that was waiting in line. This reviewer had more or less the same problem because he or she says that this hotel is the worst I've stayed in whilst traveling with a 4-year-old. Restaurants are just unorganized chaos. No way to book them, so be prepared to wait 90 minutes unless you want a cold buffet. The a la carte restaurants you can't book, so you have to turn up, they give you a buzzer and just say it will be ready when it's ready. Yes, this is true, they do not allow you to make reservations. However, for us, this is like the biggest plus in this hotel. Many Punta Cana hotels will require you to make reservations for the a la carte restaurants. But in many cases, you will not be able to get a reservation in the restaurant that you want. If you want to eat Mexican and you call to make a reservation in the Mexican restaurant, they may not have space in the Mexican restaurant, so you will have to settle for a restaurant that you do not want to eat in or is not your preference. Also, the available spots in each restaurant fill up very fast, so you have to be the first in line or the first to call for you to get a reservation in a specific restaurant. Also, we've noticed that in hotels where you are required to make a reservation, if they have 10 restaurants, they may open 5 restaurants on Monday and 5 on Tuesday, but not all 10 together the same day. So you will only have the spots available in 5 restaurants instead of the whole 10 restaurants. In the Dreams Onyx, all restaurants were open every day, no reservations needed. You just have to plan your night and get there. If you have a big group, get there earlier or get there at times when it's not like dinner time.
This business traveler says in his review the following: too many kids and teenagers on spring break. We are not trying to be picky, but steak and salmon cooked well done and dry. Service in restaurants lousy. This resort has a water park, and that's probably why it attracts a lot of families with kids. We noticed that there were lots of families there and lots of kids, so a valid suggestion for this person will be to go next time to an adults only resort. Next to this one, there's one called The Breathless, and there are a lot of this type of resorts in Punta Cana. In our experience, the food in this resort was actually pretty good. It was delicious, and I ate steak and fish, and I didn't have that problem. It wasn't dry, it was actually juicy and very well cooked. And in terms of the service and the waiters and all of the staff, they were very friendly, very kind, and very attentive. So we didn't have that problem either.
Cana Excursions, we recommend puntacanaoffresort.com, where you can browse and book incredible Punta Cana adventures to make your vacation memorable. Tara says that she has been to at least 10 resorts in DR, and this is not one I would ever recommend. The bright designers of the bathroom did not make the drain in the showers on a slant, so every time you take a shower, there is an ankle-deep flood in the toilet room and the bathroom. This sounds like a problem specific to her room, because in our case, we didn't have any problems with the shower drain. In fact, the shower stall was very comfortable. It had a rain shower, and we never had any flooding problems. So I'm thinking this could be a specific problem to her room. It's not that it didn't happen to her, it's just that it didn't happen to us, so it's not a design flaw specific to all of the rooms. Tara continues to say that the buffet is the same food in the same place every day. No variety at all. After day 3, we were sick of looking at the same thing over and over. So yes, this is basically true. Most Punta Cana hotels have the same menu every day, and they change it like every season. I don't know, it may be 2 months, 3 months, whatever. They redesign the menu. But if you stay there for 2 weeks, you will basically have the same food at the buffets over and over again. Now, the variety of food is a different matter. We thought the variety was very good, very broad, so we didn't have any problem there. Other hotels, they do have a daily menu, different for every day, but they do repeat it week after week. So they have 7-day menus, and the next week they will start over again. Some hotels have it like a shorter period of time, but basically they all repeat the menus because it's the only way they can serve so much food to so many people in an efficient manner. She also says absolutely no entertainment. They claim to have games and competitions, but no one ever tells you about it, so nothing goes on and no one participates. The night shows are mediocre at best. Here we do agree with Tara. The night entertainment was lacking and we only caught a karaoke show.
David says in his review, we had 9 people traveling to Dreams Onyx, with 4 of them being kids under 9. If you're selecting this resort based upon the water park, don't bother, unless you have teenage kids. They won't be able to use it. I definitely agree with this review about the water park. The water slides are not easy. They go from extreme to super extreme. I was even scared myself. The Dreams Onyx does have a small kids club, and there is a very small pool with slides that are more suitable for kids, but adults are not allowed to use them. Additionally to the small kids club, there is a lazy river for the entire family and it's super fun. We loved it. This reviewer says, no culture, the music and entertainment is severely lacking at Dreams Onyx. Every restaurant and bar played boring elevator music, and I did not hear Dominican music once in the entire time I was there. This is fair. The design of the Dreams Onyx is more modern and has a less Dominican feel than other resorts in Punta Cana. If you want to stay at a resort with a more Dominican vibe, we will suggest one of the Palladium resorts. I'll leave a link in the description of our review of the Palladium Punta Cana.
This reviewer was disappointed. She says that her room was dirty and damp, the toilet paper holder was broken, there was mold in the shower and rust on the floor and mirrors. While this can change from room to room and from experience to experience, in our case our room was perfect, very clean, smelled very nice and felt very comfortable. She also says that the main pool was oddly laid out and overly loud. We did notice this as well, that the pool design is convoluted and it's tricky to walk around the hotel because if you want to go through a hallway, there is a pool most likely in the way. The pools are beautiful and well kept, but the design was not the best. The issue this reviewer is describing is kind of different to the other ones, but it's good for you to know because it could happen to anyone. This person booked online and she says that you must pay the hotel in Dominican pesos. So when you pay with your card, you will be charged 4 to 10% more than the USD or Euro price you booked in the website, which is unacceptable. This is not the Dreams Onyx's fault. All hotels in Punta Cana and every business in Dominican Republic has to charge your card in Dominican pesos. There is no way for them to charge you in USD or euros. So if you book online and you have to pay here when you arrive. You will be charged in Dominican pesos at an exchange rate decided by the hotel, and then you will have to pay your credit card back home in your local currency, so your bank will also convert from Dominican pesos to your local currency. So we'll have two exchange rates applied to the price, and of course it will not be favorable to you. But again, this is not the hotel's fault. They simply cannot legally charge your card in anything other than Dominican pesos. This reviewer says that the pool is freezing cold. It does not have a heater, so if there is no good sun, you'll probably freeze in the pool. Really? No, you will not freeze in Punta Cana. In fact, in November, which is when this review was posted, the minimum temperature in Punta Cana is 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
This reviewer says, I call daily for toiletries, batteries for the TV remote, and a broken safe that shut down daily. We did have an experience of calling the front desk for fresh batteries for our TV remote, and they never came, so we had to use our own batteries.
Click here for a full and honest review video of the Dreams Onyx Punta Cana.